Hello, good afternoon. It's just exactly noon. I thought I'd make a short video about a little bit about the writing that I've been doing this morning. I decided to research a little bit more into the sovereignty of God. Um, just because last week, just thinking of my God being sovereign, it helped my anxiety a little bit to know that He is in more control than I even will ever know. And it helps kind of put more perspective on things and help my anxiety lessen more than it had been in the past couple of months. I wrote a couple of pages that I really wanted to share in a video. And I did some more research before then, but I kind of wanted to talk about what I wrote more about it instead of the research itself. But as I research more about the sovereignty of God, I think about all the times I viewed my circumstances as just heaviness and pain, when on the other side of them was answers and a view beyond what I could even have thought of. Makes me think why it's best to go to God first and trusting Him over what things are visual now. He is already visual. He is already in the visual of what's next. He painted it. Of course, He knows. I feel like my view of God knowing what's next in the bigger picture. Since I'm an artist and I like to paint, I think of Him painting a picture with a bunch of small details that I could probably never fully see. Maybe some of it, but not all of it. And so I always say that God is still in the process of painting the bigger picture. And but being an artist myself, I tend to get impatient at times with the details, or at the layers, the shades of color, the dark and the light source. It all completes it, but the patience that goes along with it is frustrating at times. It takes time to create a beautiful piece of artwork. And there's sometimes I start and I never finish because I get frustrated with the details and the process of it all, that I just quit. And sometimes I'll pick it up later and sometimes I won't. Sometimes I'll just paint over it and do something new. But that's also why I made the note. As being human, patience is limited to how much you can hold until you are tired. So it's like, if you're like halfway tired, you've been working all day, you've been taking care of your children all day, of course you're not going to have as much patience for a piece of art. Of course you're not going to be able to put all the details you want. Sometimes a piece of artwork has to be done in little bits and pieces, especially if you have other stuff going on in your life. But it really, patience is limited to how much we can hold until we're tired, because patience is hard, and sometimes you have a lot of it and sometimes you have none. And but I also wrote, God doesn't get tired. His patience is never ending. God is everlasting, not bound by time. And then I was trying to find kind of a word of God and like Him not existing in time, but I guess I couldn't find a word. But I wrote down God existing outside of the constraints of time. That's all I really found on Google. Is like, I couldn't find an exact word other than a little phrase that says God existing outside of the constraints of time. So God is not in time. He has enough patience. He's never ending, everlasting, and um, I feel like just that's why God has so much more control over stuff than we'll ever know. Like, he never gets tired, he's consistent, he constantly goes, and that helps me trust him even deeper. All right, thanks for listening. Bye.